Hello beauties and welcome back, Radiant Mamas. Thank you so much for joining me here. As always, I'm excited to have you watching this video. So I thought this week I would do another video blog for you. It's a topic I think that's really important, and when I've mentioned it to friends of mine that have asked me how I find being pregnant, it's something that I definitely mention to them, because I think I suppose I don't intentionally mention it to them, but it always comes up, and I'd like to pass it on to you, and hopefully either you're currently doing it or it will get you thinking about doing it and knowing that it's okay. So the topic is surrender. So what does that mean for you? For me, it was a bit of a scary thing at first, and something that I hesitated to do. But being pregnant, I've really noticed that it's something that has to be done no matter what. We're growing the human inside us, or humans if you're having multiples, but it's such a big deal, and I think it's something that really isn't spoken about all that much, but something that I think is really key to a happy and healthy pregnancy. So a little bit of backstory on how my pregnancy is going. As I've recorded this, I'm 28 weeks pregnant, so only a couple of months to go, which is exciting and scary at the same time. But when I first found out I was pregnant, the sickness and all that started at about 6 or 7 weeks. So I was constantly nauseated. Thankfully, I wasn't vomiting. But I was constantly nauseated. I was completely exhausted, and trying to hide it from people was really difficult, especially as a personal trainer. I still did my appointments in the morning and the evening, so I had to put on a bit of a poker face, really. And during the day, I was lucky, and I'm so blessed that I work for myself, that I was able to rest when I needed to rest. But before I did the resting, I kept pushing through. I thought, no, I have to work. I've got blog posts to write. I've got appointments to do. I've got boot camps to plan. I've got this, that, and the other, all this stuff going on, because I didn't want my business to fall to the wayside, really. And even if you don't have your own business and you working 9 to 5 in an office, or doing shift work, or whatever you do for a job, or whatever you're doing in your life, we have responsibilities, and it's really hard, I think, as a woman to surrender to doing nothing. And we kind of feel like we're being selfish if we decide to lay on the couch all day and do nothing and not move, or ask our husbands or partners to cook us dinner because we just really can't be bothered doing it. So I just find it's something that you have to do and be okay with it. And after I realized that it was okay for me to surrender to being pregnant, because my body needed me to rest. That's what it was yelling at me. You know, it was saying, Kylie, you need to rest. You're growing a human. You need to look after yourself. This is a non-negotiable. And I've heard stories of women that push past this and they don't surrender. And one of the stories is that, you know, you could end up going into early labor, or you could end up in hospital and having to spend the rest of your pregnancy in hospital because you were pushing and pushing and pushing, making your body do what it was doing beforehand, which doesn't always work. It's not going to work when you're pregnant. And I think as soon as you realize that you are pushing, that's when you need to take a step back and just surrender to it. Be okay with resting and asking for help. You need to do it for yourself. You need to do it for your baby. So once I realized that, okay, I need to take a step back. I can't keep pushing through this anymore. It's too hard. It doesn't feel good. I just surrendered to it. I had sleeps during the day. If I wanted to lay on the couch all day, I did. I really, for a good couple of months, stepped back from my business, as hard as it was, and just did the bare minimum, which was seeing my clients and sticking with their appointments. There was only a couple of times that I had to cancel, because I was able to rest, restore, and then keep going instead of pushing and pushing and pushing against a brick wall. And I also have such a supportive and loving husband that he was more than happy to come home from a busy day at the office, bless him, and cook me dinner. So he was amazing as well. So if you've got a supportive partner, or if you're doing it on your own, make sure you've got people around you who are supportive and understand and know that it's okay for you to just do nothing. Even if at that time, I know when I went grocery shopping for us, I just bought easy as meals like stir fries, just easy stuff, because I didn't want him to have to spend an hour in the kitchen after a busy day at work cooking us dinner. So my way of making myself feel a little bit better with surrendering was to buy easy meals that didn't take long at all. So that's another tip you can take from it. So as I've pushed through and came into my second trimester, my energy thankfully came back and the nausea subsided, thank God. So I've been back full on into my business and doing all sorts of stuff and feeling like myself, which I'm so grateful for. But now that I'm in my third trimester, I'm starting to get tired again. I feel good within myself, but I know that I am getting tired and exhausted again. So that's when, again, I need to stop the pushing and step back and be okay with letting myself rest. There's only a couple of months to go. I can do it. For example, today I went to an amazing workshop by one of my dear friends, and it was in the city. So I caught the train because I didn't want to have to deal with peak hour traffic. And I've just not long got back home. And I'm honestly feeling really, really tired now. And I've got an evening full of appointments. So this afternoon, besides recording this for you, my lovely lady, I will be laying on the couch, having a smoothie, recharging my batteries, and I'm okay with that. So really my message to you is I want you to be okay with surrendering. Know that it is your health and your baby's health. You both need it. Give yourself permission and know it's okay. You are growing a human being. That is awesome. It's amazing. And remember that when you start to think, the guilt comes in, be okay with stepping back and doing whatever it is that you need to do. Maybe it's having a hot bath each night and relaxing because you've got a sore back or swollen feet or whatever it may be. Give yourself permission to really give yourself self-care. Fit it into your day. You have to, even if you work Monday to Friday, 9 to 5 in an office, give yourself permission when you get home to do something, to just chill out. So that is my message to you this week. Surrender. No guilt. Just fully surrender to being pregnant. Love being pregnant. Embrace being pregnant and connect with your baby. And just do what you need to do and what your body is telling you to do. Thank you so much for watching this, and I look forward to seeing you again next week. If you've got any questions, please leave them below. Much love. Bye for now.